guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with what is currently on my Kindle. I have not done this video in quite a few months, so I thought I would hop on here and chat about what is currently on my Kindle, what I'm excited to be reading. I have a couple arcs, and then we'll go through my Kindle Unlimited library, which I'm very excited for. Also, I have become addicted to shopping on TikTok Shop. I got the cutest Gilmore Girls sweatshirt there, and I've cut myself off. I did just place an order a couple days ago for something else, but they were needs. Well, two of them were needs, two of them were wants. So we're just going to ignore my problem, but I wanted to show off my new sweatshirt because it's so cute. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up my Kindle on my phone because I do have some arcs that I'm really excited for, and then I'm going to go ahead and talk about everything I have out on KU. So I do have a new version of The Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. I had no idea that this was coming out traditionally, and I had this out on KU. I started it, but then I got like a million arcs in September and I had to read those. But this one is a Why Choose romance, and I guess it's a Hercules retelling, but the heroine in the beginning is living in like a foster care situation with really horrible parents who like don't feed her enough, and there's like kind of magic in this world. She has a invisible snake friend, and then this boy comes to stay with them as well, and he's treated as horrible as she is, and then things go from there. So I did get that from the publisher, which I was really excited about. They had emailed me, and I am excited to read that one. So very excited to see that's coming out. And then I do have If I Dig You, which is a sapphic romance. And this one is by Colby Wilkins. So I am really excited to read their one coming out this month actually, but I was very, very excited to get a copy of If I Dig You from NetGalley because this one's sapphic, coming out I think in February, and they are archaeologists, and this says that one of them broke off her toxic engagement to take the once-in-a-lifetime dig job in Turkey, and it's a best friends to lovers. So they've been friends for 16 years, and the other friend has unrequited romantic feelings, and they both end up going to this place together, I think. And so it's like very adventurous and like The Mummy-esque, which I'm very excited for. So for sure, super, super, super excited about that. And then I have Impractical Magic. So this one, it does not have the best reviews, but it's only on Kindle and audiobook. There's no paperback right now, but it does say that it's perfect for fans of Gilmore Girls, Pumpkin Spice Cafe, Erin Sterling, Lana Harper. So it's very witchy, and she gets a call from her estranged sisters and knows that something's wrong. Her mother's inn has been cursed, so they have to go and save it, and she's the middle child returning home, and she's coming face to face with her charming old fling and handyman. So this actually sounds super good, but it has a 3.5 average on Amazon, so I don't know what is up with that. But I do have this on my Kindle, so I'm very excited to read it. I don't remember if I bought it or if that's an arc, but very, very excited. I believe those are really... Oh, I also have First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. Now, I don't know what this book is actually about. I just am really excited to have it because it's a new B.K. Borison book and it's in a new series. It said it's inspired by Sleepless in Seattle. So one is a hopeless romantic, the other one is a jaded radio host, and it's cozy. And so Aiden has fallen out of love with love. He hosts Baltimore's romance hotline, and someone calls into the station asking for dating advice for her mom, goes viral, and so now they're in the limelight, and she thought she was doing just fine, and then now all of Baltimore is scrutinizing her love life. I wonder if she's the one that like the daughter had called in for. So they fall in love. It sounds so good. I am so, so excited for that. So those are really the arcs that I have out on NetGalley right now. So we're going to go ahead and look at my Kindle Unlimited because I have a lot of really good ones. My sister does get one book out of Kindle Unlimited. She might have two, but one might have been mine, and now I don't remember if it is. But I just got out Sunday Morning by Julie Ann. This book I have seen two friends tell me I had to drop everything and read it immediately. I haven't yet, but it apparently is forbidden, and I think that it's actually book one of a series, so I don't know if there's a cliffhanger at the end of this one, but it does say it's Footloose meets A Star is Born, and it's forbidden. Her boyfriend's older brother should be off limits. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite tropes. Oh my gosh, she's the preacher's daughter, people pleaser. She's on the verge of graduating high school, following her dreams to go to Nashville, and she's going to marry Matt, the town's richest rancher, the son of the town's richest rancher. She likes his older brother, who just served 6 years in the army, has tattoos, is not father approved. This literally sounds amazing. So that is so high on my TBR. I cannot wait to read it. I also have Phantasma, which is a dark fantasy romance. So this one, I just know that it's like really dark, and I thought it was paranormal, but I guess that it's actually fantasy. And so this one says there's only 2 rules to the game: stay alive and don't fall in love. So her sister disappears, so she has to enter Phantasma. So I guess this is like a haunted mansion, and you want to claim its prize, which is a single wish. So she's going to try to go through this haunted mansion, I guess. And there's new monsters every day, a mysterious stranger that offers a bargain. And I've literally just seen it everywhere. I've had friends read it, so I downloaded it. I also actually bought the physical copy too. So, but then I have The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Tori and I are going to read our first Frida McFadden and do a podcast episode on it, because we know that Frida has been everywhere all the time, and we sometimes do episodes on our podcast where we just chat about the top 100 on Amazon. She always has at least 5 books in the top 20, so we're very intrigued. So this one says she's looking for the perfect man and he's looking for the perfect victim. So I'm expecting like a ton of twists in Frida's books, so this better deliver. She's a single woman in New York, terrible luck with dating, but then she finally feels like she hit the jackpot. Her new boyfriend is perfect, and then there's the brutal murder of a young woman, and the primary suspect is a man who dates his victim before he kills them. So, okay, now I'm excited. It's a serial killer, because I love serial killer books in general. So we're gonna see if Frida's for me. We'll see. I have high hopes. Okay, so the next one, I don't remember where I saw this. I feel like it was during sprints somewhere. Now I don't remember. It is Moonlight, Marshmallows, and Manslaughter. I think I was doing sprints on Tori's channel for her birthday, and someone mentioned either this series or a different book that then led me to this book. And so it's only 200 pages. It's book 35 in a Camper and Criminals cozy mystery series. It looked super cozy, and I decided why not. The tagline is Southern hospitality with a smidge of homicide, which sounds amazing. So apparently it's super quirky, and there's the laundry club ladies untangle a mystery in the national forest. So a botanist is known for her groundbreaking research is found dead, and the celebration of National Wildflower Week is shattered, and now they're in shock and disbelief, and they have to figure out who murdered her. So this just looks so cute, and all the covers look cute. So I realize I'm starting with number 35, but I want to explore some more cozies, so I have that, and it'll go by very fast. Then I have All the Little Raindrops out by Mia Sheridan. I love Mia. I actually also just bought this book, so it was $8 for Prime. It's still, actually, the day I'm filming this is only $8.66 on paperback. So I got it though because it's KU Read and Listen, and so I do have the audio out. And so this one is a romantic suspense, which Mia loves to write, and I love Mia so much. So this is about the abduction of 2 teenagers, their escape, and the dark secrets that bring them back to the scene of the crime. So they are both kidnapped on senior year spring break, and they both have a tragic past. His father murdered her mother and got away with it. So that's why they've always been enemies, but now they unite against the person who takes them. And now years later, he's a private investigator, and he revisits the crime, and he reaches out to her. This sounds so good. If you can't tell, I just borrow books on KU and do not even look at the synopsis. So very, very excited. So the next one is Wolf by Paisley Hope. I've had a bunch of friends read this one as well, and the cover, stunning. I do know it's like a lot like dark, as in like violent motorcycle club romance. So I'm excited. I do think my friends didn't give it 5 stars, but it was like a solid 4-star read. So I do want to read this one, and I have not read enough MCs, and the cover, stunning, stunning. It's the same cover as Bourbon and Lies, the artist, as Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. So he is the fallen dark angel and club president of the Hounds of Hell MC, and I don't know who she is. It doesn't say. This is just, this is very vague. So he's the president of a motorcycle club, and that's all I know. Then I have Alone with You by Ali Martinez. I don't even know what made me want to take this out. I think it's because I think it's very emotional, and I just really want things that are going to crush me. So this one is a standalone romance, and he's a recluse. So it says death to short his life. His daughter is the only thing that's keeping him like in a sense of normalcy, and so he always has a routine of walking to the diner, I think every day, and then one day it's closed, and the new owner is someone from his past. So it's been years since he's laid eyes on her, and she's hated him, and a film crew arrives in town to dig into his past, and she's his only ally. So that sounds so good. So that's why I got it. I think someone was talking about it, and I ended up downloading it. So And then I have a mafia romance. So it's been a while since I picked up a mafia, but I feel like I need to change up what I'm reading. So I have When She Tempts by Gabrielle Sands. I went to Rare Edinburgh a couple weeks ago, and someone in line, I was working for Gianna Darling at that signing, and someone in line recommended Gabrielle Sands because she was actually at the signing and had a really pretty special edition. And they were like so obsessed with the series, specifically this book. It's a dark mafia age gap romance. She is 18 and forbidden, and her brother is about to become the Don of the Mafia, and he agrees to protect her while he's out waging a brutal war. So I guess it's like kind of bodyguard, and it's forbidden, and it's mafia. So put all those words together, and I'm so intrigued. So for sure want to read that. The next one I have is Of Blade and Wings, which is a Viking fae fantasy romance, and I don't remember putting this in there, so this might be my sister's. So this one says she wants to earn her Valkyrie wings, and he wants to burn every Valkyrie to ash. So she is the Ice Court's best kept secret, and then the Valkyrie come for her, and it's dangerous because her family knows what she can really do, so she never leaves her tower, but then she's selected by the gods to train to become a Valkyrie, which is an elite guardian, and stuff happens. So, oh, I love this. It says he's lethal, unhinged, and feeds on fear, and he follows her every move. This actually looks really good. So it is a enemies to lovers romantasy inspired by Norse mythology. Slow burn. That looks real good. It has a 4.2 rating on Goodreads too, so very intrigued. I also have The Summer I First Saw You by Elizabeth O'Rourke. This is the only one I did not get as an ARC. I didn't sign up for it because I just had too many to read. And this is the newest and last book, I believe, in the Summer series, which I really love. And this said it's an age gap forbidden romance. Oh, is it the niece one? I feel like he falls for his best friend's niece, and now she's 21 and blackmailing him into letting her stay for the summer. And she's like all over his house. Can't stop thinking about her, so I need to read that one too. I love Elizabeth O'Rourke. Oh, then I have Quicksilver, which I have in paperback, and I have to read it this month. I actually don't even know if I know the plot of this, but no, I need to read it, and everybody I know has read it and loved it. So then I do have Play Along by Liz Tom-Forty. This one is, I don't even remember the tropes of this one. So he is a baseball player, and she's the lead doctor, and she needs to be professional because she wants to land her dream job with a new team next year. And ooh, she has a Las Vegas run-in with the team's shortstop. Oh, do they get married? They get married. And she, I think, is working for his team. When I tell you I don't know anything about any of these books, I am just very excited to read it. I love this series so much, and I know I'm really far behind, but I need to read it. Okay, so the next one is Calamity, which is by Constance Fay, and this one I picked up because a friend recommended it to me, and it is a sci-fi romance. So it says that the captain of a ragtag mercenary ship is given an offer she can't refuse by the ruthless head of an intergalactic noble family. So she has to team up with his son, and she needs to do that to get her reward. So she's kind of like a misfit crew that she has, and I'm excited for like a fresh new setting because I read so many of the same thing. I would just love a sci-fi romance in space. Like, that sounds amazing to me. Then I have Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder, which I literally have 5% left of this book, and it is so, so good. I've talked about it in a couple of my past videos, and this one is a romantic suspense, and she is actually in witness protection and is placed on his bourbon farm. He's in Kentucky. I don't know what you call it because like it's the distillery, but like it's the land around the distillery that she's staying on, and she lives across from the hero who lost someone really close to him like 5 years ago when he was a cop, and now he works for the distillery because he had to quit because he just couldn't deal with the fact that he lost the woman that he was in love with, and they butt heads and they fall so hard for each other, and it is so, so good. So loving this one. So I have another one. So I'm just like, I want to change up genres. I have Omega Concealed by Elizabeth Dear. So this is a Dylan St. James book. I get confused when they have like 5 different titles, but this one is Omegaverse, and there's a pack, and this says that the government is issuing Omega females to packs like their social security checks. So she's clinging to her freedom, and by day she works in her family's hardware store. By night she rescues Omegas who weren't born with the tools to fight the system like she was. And this is an MMFM Omegaverse. And it has a cliffhanger because it's a series, but It sounds so good. So I'm excited. And then Ocean of Sin and Starlight, I never got to this summer, but I do still have this out on KU. I actually got the ARC, but she gave the ARCs out like a day or two before release, so I never had a chance to finish it. But it says Priest, Pirate, Monster. And this is a follow-up to A Ship of Bones and Teeth, which I really, really loved. So she's a siren. And that's all I know. It says it can be read as a standalone, so definitely want to read this. I also have Broken Beginnings by Cleo Evans, which I'm really intrigued by because it's romantic suspense. Cleo Evans typically writes like monster romances, but I'm always looking for a fun romantic suspense to add to my, you know, catalog of books to rec because I love romantic suspense. So this one says she walked in on a masked man murdering her neighbor. So she went back to the one place she said she'd never go back to, which is Citrus Cove, which is a sleepy town. And it's a romance with her old high school bully, I believe. And he wants to set things right. So I'm excited to read that one. And then I have Was I Ever Here by Naomi Ladd. Back in spring, a few months ago, I got to see Elsie Silva for the release of Wild Love. And she, during the talk, it was at the Cleveland Library, she said she was reading this. And so I was like, I'm sold. I'm gonna read it. She said it was really angsty. So this one says, 5 years ago, they bled to death from a knife to the throat, but they didn't stay dead. Okay, so it's a dark romance. And that's all I know. So I do have that. Then I have P.S. You're Intolerable. This one I've had on my Kindle for so long. I've had this since March. So this one is a boss employee romance. I believe that she's pregnant and then they fall in love. So I've said this synopsis like a million times. I do know what this is about. I really want to try Julia Wolf. I just haven't yet. And then this one I've had the longest. I'm still holding on to this in KU. I've had it since May 2023. This is When It Ends by Penelope Black. This is her Why Choose apocalyptic romance, and that sounds amazing. However, it is, oh, this one says it's only 400 pages. I thought it was really long. I do own a special edition of it that I got in Chicago when I saw her, May 2023, but this one, all I know is that it is a apocalyptic setting, which sounds amazing, so I'm very excited. I love apocalyptic books, apocalyptic romances, so I definitely need to read this. But that is it. That is everything that is on my Kindle right now. Let me know what I need to read like immediately. I would love to hear. And also let me know what you have out on your Kindle or in ARCs or Kindle Unlimited that you're very excited to read. And if you have made it this far, leave me a pink bow emoji because I do have my little charm that I use to hold onto my Kindle, and I do have my pink bow, so I always think of a pink bow when I think of my Kindle. Leave me a pink bow, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.